And time now for a look at your weather forecast on this Saturday. People will certainly need an umbrella for Easter Sunday tomorrow. But Brittany, you've been telling us for a very long time that we desperately need the rain.
We certainly do. Honestly, I hope that my Easter basket comes with an umbrella. Thankfully, I have about 5 of them in my car already because as a meteorologist, I guess you should always be prepared. But your Easter basket is going to look maybe not ideal. Lots of clouds, areas of rain heading at the door tomorrow morning. Now notice, not every single second of the day is going to be raining. Temperature is pretty mild, though, still in the 70s. So what is interesting is that we have been so warm as of late, temps in the 80s. So anytime we see a big change like this, whether it's rain, whether it's cooler temperatures, most folks recently assuming that we're actually dropping below normal, but this is actually where we should be. Highs in the low 70s, upper 60s. That is normal for April standards. It's just been so warm over the last not only few days, but few weeks as well. As we look at how much rain we're expected to get, I'm cautiously optimistic that we get close to about 1/4 of an inch, maybe half, and this will be on top of a few isolated downpours that we had today. Any bit of rain that we get is going to be extremely beneficial, but unfortunately, it is nowhere near what we need. We would probably need maybe about 2 weeks worth of these kind of days scattered forth here and there to get anywhere close to what we need to be. I looked up these numbers after our latest U.S. drought monitor came out on Thursday, and this is essentially where we stand. Charlotte needing about 13 inches of rain in 1 month and 19 in 3 months. This is not only to get out of our drought conditions, but also get back to normal. Statesville, Morganton, that range from about 11 to 17 inches, depending on where you're talking about. A little bit less for the mountains in the near term because they've actually gotten a decent amount of rain. They had some showers in areas of heavy rain today, and even last weekend they actually had some rain as well. So the mountains are actually under better conditions as of right now than the Charlotte metro area. Now, we did see some nice downpours earlier. Again, they were very, very isolated. One of our digital producers who lives out in Matthews, Mint Hill, for example, he was asking me where was the rain because they were getting nothing, whereas it was pouring in Bank of America Stadium there in Charlotte. So again, it really depends on where exactly you were today. Tomorrow, though, a different story. Most of the region is going to see rain at some point. That's really most of the Carolinas. Here's current Doppler radar. We do have a warm air inversion right now, so that is allowing for some of those showers to pop up on satellite that aren't actually reaching the ground. This is where we actually are when it comes to rain reaching the ground. A few brief showers up in the mountains, and again, a little bit of action there in Anson County. But all of this other green mess, that is actually just what we call ground clutter. Again, it's caused by a temperature inversion when temperature is actually warm with height instead of cool with height. I know the million-dollar question tomorrow is, will the rain impact my Easter egg hunts, my church plans? If you're going early, around 7, 8 a.m. for maybe a sunrise service, we're mostly dry with the exception of the mountains. But as we inch closer and closer to 10 a.m., rain chances are going to become more widespread. I think about 10 a.m. to 4, 9 to 3, that's the threshold where we see our best chance for widespread rain here locally in the Charlotte metro. Again, it's continuing to push throughout the day. Once it comes through, don't expect it to be over. This is going to be a continuous line that's kind of moving through for that 4 to 6 hour period. Once we do get past this, though, it'll be close to about 5, 6 p.m. So again, depending on the timing of when your egg hunts were expected to be, you could do them early, let's say before 10 a.m., really before 9 a.m., or again later, mainly after 5. Most areas are dry and quiet heading into early next week. In fact, it's going to be gorgeous, more picturesque weather. Again, cooler than where we have been, but closer to where we should be. Here's that Jerry Hunt Supercenter 7-day forecast. So after Sunday's rain, looking like a lot of nice weather for next week. We're talking upper 60s, lower 70s, even a few mornings in the low 70s or low 40s, that is. That's Wednesday, Thursday morning, especially. In Charlotte, we're pretty much good to go with any plants, things like that. But if a low of 41 happens in Charlotte, that does mean some of our outlying communities need to keep a close eye on those plants. So again, that's Wednesday, Thursday morning. Otherwise, this time next week, we're back in the 80s.